Army wife, this army
Hey
life.
guys, it's Shayla, the Speaking Beauty, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the military spouse tag. So I am a new military spouse. My husband is in the army, so I wanted to go ahead and do this tag because it was requested. So I have the questions or whatever on my phone, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. But before I do, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already so you won't miss another upload from me, and share this video with all your friends. Okay, question number one. How do you and your spouse meet? Me and my spouse actually met because we were next door neighbors. He knocked on my door one day and asked me for an iron. And I had seen him in passing before, but I just, I didn't know who he was. And honestly, when he came over and asked me for my iron, I don't even think he told me what his name was. I think when he brought the iron back, that's when I introduced myself and everything. And it was actually homecoming weekend. We went to North Carolina A&T, so it was GHO week or whatever. And he told me that they were having a kickback that weekend and he invited me, so that's how we met. How old were you when you two met? He was 23, I was 21. How long have you been together? We have been together for almost 5 years. We got together November the 12th, 2013. We have been married since June 28th, 2018. So yeah, a little under 5 years. Where are you and your spouse originally from? We are both from North Carolina. I am from Greenville, North Carolina area, and his parents are from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. But he is an Army brat, so he's kind of lived everywhere. But I guess he claims Rocky Mount as where he's from. How did you feel about him joining the military? Girl, I was over it. As a girlfriend of 4 years at that time, I could only be supportive. That's what he wanted to do. That's, the way that he was raised up to be. So I knew that he would be successful in it. So that's the main reason why I supported him. If I knew that he was just going in it for the money or just going in it for the wrong reasons, then I would not have been as supportive. But I mean, that's my man. I'm going to support him regardless. So yeah, I was supportive, but the only thing that kind of made me not want him to go was the fact that we were going to be separated. And I know, like, the last week or two before he shipped out to go to basic training, I was super sad, super depressed, but at the same time he was very reassuring that everything was going to be okay. So that kind of helped me get through everything. Where did your spouse go to basic training? My spouse was at Fort Sill for basic training, and I have a video. My last upload actually was talking about our basic training journey and like me kind of seeing him. Well, not really talking about the journey, it was just kind of me seeing him or whatever. But yes, I flew to Oklahoma to see him graduate. Has your spouse ever been deployed? No, he's never been deployed. He's like spanking brand new to the Army. He hasn't been deployed yet. I know that's something that could possibly happen. So not really looking forward to that, but I just gotta be prepared when it comes. Ever been to his promotion ceremony? So no, he hasn't been promoted yet, but I am hoping that he does get promoted within the next year. He's just been doing so good in the Army so far, so I'm pretty sure that promotion ceremony is coming up, and I definitely want to be there to pin him during that ceremony, but he hasn't been promoted yet. How long have you been a military wife? Honey, I have been a military wife for a whole month and some weeks, okay? Like, it hasn't even been a long time, but I'm just so excited to be a part of this community. I mean, I've already met some really awesome people, so I'm excited. Did you marry him before or after he joined? I married him after he joined the Army. We were considering getting married before he went to basic training, but I kind of wanted to see how I was going to handle things. He wanted to see how he was going to handle things. Yes, of course, we knew that we wanted to be together forever, but we just kind of needed to go through that first hurdle first and kind of just see, honey, because I was stressed out. It was a lot. But we ended up getting married on family day during his basic training weekend. So we got married after he joined, but like literally 2 months after he joined. How did your husband propose? Honey, it was so romantic. Okay, so it was last year, August. Went to the Raleigh Mall or whatever in Raleigh, North Carolina. We had went ring shopping. I had already knew that he was gonna propose. I just didn't know when, but I knew that time was coming or whatever. So So we went and picked out this ring. Later on that night, we went to the North Hills area. If you guys are familiar with Raleigh, it's in like the North Raleigh area off of Six Forks. So we went down there, and there's like a downtown area, kind of. It's like where they have a lot of shops and sidewalks and waterfalls and things like that. I could tell that he was looking around trying to find the perfect place to propose, because we were just walking and everything, and then we got into this big waterfall, and he just was like, get out your phone, start recording. And I was like, what? He pretty much proposed right then, so that's exciting. I don't think I have that video anymore though. Where did you get married? So we got married in Lawton, Oklahoma, and maybe like 5 minutes away from Fort Sill at the courthouse. How old were you two when you got married? So I am 26 and he is 28. Did he wear his uniform on his wedding day? Yes. He actually wore his dress blues, except they only had to wear the shirt and the pants. And he was telling me that something about a heat index, when it gets over a certain temperature, they are not required to wear the jacket with their dress blue outfit. So he just had on the shirt and some pants, but yes, he looks so good. Where are you and your spouse currently stationed? So I am currently not living with my spouse. He is in AIT right now, which is Advanced Individualized Training. So that basically means he is getting more training for his MOS, which is basically his job. And every MOS pretty much has a different duty station where they go at for AIT. Do you live on base? No, I just answered that. I do not live where he's at right now. We live apart. How long were you married when you had to go through your first separation? 1 day, literally. We got married on a Thursday. He had to leave out Friday night. So we maybe got to spend 24, a little under 30 hours together. What is your favorite base so far? So I have visited Fort Bragg, and I visited the base that he's currently at, and I visited Fort Sill. Out of all the bases, I would probably say that Fort Bragg is my favorite, only because it's really big. It's like one of the biggest bases on the East Coast. It's close to home, so I like Fort Bragg. But I have some friends currently stationed there, and they do not like it as far as like living and working there. So yeah, I can't say that's my favorite because we haven't lived there. I've just gone to visit, but I like Fort Bragg. Do you think your spouse looks good in his uniform, hunty?
Yes, like scrumptious. Best bay. Anyway, uniform or not, but when he puts on his uniform, I like him in his camouflage uniform. I like him in his dress blue uniform. I like him in his PT uniform. Like, I don't care. He's just fine to me. So yeah, I like him in his uniform.
Do you think military life is more advanced than civilian life? Yes and no. I would say yes, because you kind of like have that solid foundation already. Like, you have a lot of benefits. You can get into a house easy. You don't really have to pay rent unless you live off base, and sometimes like you can save money by doing that. Like, I don't know what apartment complex you're gonna go to and save money, put it in your pocket. Like, you know, I think it is more advanced than civilian life, because we would not have had the same opportunities that we would have had living a civilian life. I mean, yes, I am still a civilian, but being that I am married to an active duty military member, I do get the benefits. The next question is, do you like the benefits you receive as a military dependent? Heck yeah, I do. I have not utilized any of the benefits yet, but I do plan on going to the dentist soon and going to my OBGYN whenever I find one, to kind of get an overall wellness check and to get on some more birth control. So yeah, I mean, I think that it is more advanced when it comes to the ease of things, but sometimes things cannot be so easy, and it would be a lot easier as a civilian to get things done instead of having to go through higher ups and things like that. So I would say yes and no to that previous question, but yes, I do enjoy the benefits. Do you have a lot of military wife friends? I wouldn't necessarily say I do. I don't live on base, like I said, so I don't have the opportunity to socialize with many military wives, but I'm pretty sure once we go to our first duty station, I will be more open to meeting friends. But a lot of military wives have been telling me to kind of stay away and like steer clear from who you trust and things like that. So I'm kind of nervous, honestly, about meeting other military wives, because I've heard a lot of horror stories. I met some pretty cool people, but I'm not around them. Everybody is so far away from me right now. I mean, I met them, but we're not as close because we don't live together or live in the same area. What is the hardest part of military life? I will honestly say the hardest part for me is the separation. But we've done long distance before, like so many times before over these past 5 years. So I wouldn't say that's the hardest part about military life. That's just the hardest part about our relationship in general. My job takes me far, his job takes him far. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a struggle, but we've done it before. It's not the easiest, but it's definitely doable. The second hardest part about military life so far being that he still is in training. We can't like have our alone time or as much alone time as we want. He doesn't like get overnight visits or anything like that, even though we're married. So I can't say that's another hard part, but the communication that we have between each other, like making sure we at least call or text or FaceTime, even if it's just for like a minute, just to see what the other person is doing, that really helps. That is going to be a harder part, especially when it comes to like deployments and stuff or TDYs, but we haven't gotten there yet, so I'm just taking it one day at a time, right? Okay. Do you own military wife stuff? No, I do not. He bought me an army sweatshirt. I own a camouflage hat. I own some camo green stuff, but it doesn't like say army wife or anything like that. Do you support your spouse as a member of the military? Y'all, at first I thought that I was gonna be like really resentful towards him for us not spending time together and things like this, but honestly every single sacrifice that both of us has made has definitely been worth it. I'm so glad and so proud that he went, because this is helping us solidify our future. He has made such a humongous sacrifice for our family, and yeah, I definitely support him 100%. I'm so proud of him and all that he's done.
And yeah, that's that.
That is the end of the military spouse tag. I hope that I answered all 25 questions. It's pretty much your own experience and your own journey, so I'm pretty much just telling you guys and sharing my little bit. I don't know, I hope that y'all like the video. If you do, subscribe so you'll see more military wife life videos. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, but thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Army wife, this army life, army wife, this army life.